From the earliest of conversations about this film, we really wanted to make sure this was about the emotional experience of a teenager.
I had the idea of Riley being a teenager, going through puberty and all the changes that come along with it. At the end of the first film, it's perfectly teed up. They're like, what's that? What's puberty?
I don't know. It's probably not important.
At this age, you're suddenly incredibly self-conscious, and you start to look at yourself and compare yourself to others.
You hit 12, 13 years old, and your attention really starts to look to your peers and how they judge you.
That transition into being a teenager is kind of brutal.
We become more emotionally sophisticated as we grow up, and also more of a mess.
It's demo day!
It's a time in our lives when we start asking those bigger, scarier questions. Who am I? Am I enough? Where do I belong?
Feelings that were familiar and well-known are suddenly experienced as much more intense than they were before. And then a whole bunch of new feelings show up on the scene.
Kelsey had a list of emotions that he wanted to explore and think about, and he started to sort of pare that down.
I think our first screening, we had 9 new emotions show up. There are a lot. There are too many.
It was an embarrassment of riches for sure, and we got attached to them. Hard letting go of some of them. I think ultimately it's like what makes sense for what Riley's going through at this period in her life.
I needed to reduce it down to the emotions that can actually help tell Riley's story and Joy's story.
Wow, you have a lot of energy.
So Anxiety is a great character because at first she really matches Joy's energy, and Joy is like, great, a hard worker like me. We're gonna do so many great things together.
Okay, how can I help?
Anxiety really does want the best for Riley. Anxiety's big fear is that Riley's gonna be alone next year when she goes to high school, and so she's doing everything she can to help Riley.
And my job is to protect her from the scary stuff she can't see.
But she's Anxiety, so she kind of does it in the wrong way.
In a way, she's a perfectionist, and yeah, she wants to keep Riley winning, and she wants to keep Riley with the cool folks, and she wants to make sure Riley is the best she can be.
Let's go.
But she doesn't have the healthiest ideas around this. That's the problem.
Anxiety was something I always knew I wanted to deal with, and that was a hard character to come up with too. She wasn't easy. She went through lots of different evolutions.
We have to capture the feeling of the emotion in the design.
It's so much more than just figuring out the shapes and lines and colors. You're really getting to know this character that you're designing because every choice you make is super intentional. So by the end of it, this is the result of you, honestly and very deeply, knowing who your character is and how they behave.
It was fun trying to figure out how is this character going to move with all these weird like limbs, these giant hands and this big head and these giant feet. She's almost bird-like in a way. Like everything she does is very fast, very twitchy. We like to do these things with her where she's like going on and on and on and stop. She's like thinking about stuff, so she's very fidgety. Yeah, if she had a fidget cube, she would just constantly press all the buttons. She's thinking of the future and what happens next, and her mind is constantly going.
Anxiety is just part and parcel of the human experience, especially when you're going through change and you're evolving and growing as Riley is.
Yes, anxiety and stress and negative thinking are bad, but they can protect you. Like, if you're too joyful all the time, you're never gonna remember to bring your umbrella. And sometimes you need your umbrella because it rains.
Anxiety alerts our attention and organizes our mind and focuses it on uncertainties. And that's all really important.
What's your name, big fella? That's embarrassment.
That's a big one that's at this age.
As kids move into the teenage years, their brains become more complex. And with that comes the ability to take the perspective of another person. And so suddenly we see teenagers feeling embarrassed about things.
The feeling of everyone's eyes on you and not wanting the eyes on you. He wants to hide. We did some early designs of what embarrassment looked like, and I think embarrassment was a lot shorter. I was like, I want a big character. I'm like, embarrassment is perfect. he can't hide. He's too big.
It was interesting for me to design like the biggest character. We tried to keep his silhouette, everything kinda in. He tried to make himself as not noticeable as possible.
So I think all the big like shape things are in place.
Embarrassment, we landed on the hoodie thing. It served the purpose of him being able to hide.
Embarrassment does a couple of really important things. It's signal, which I studied, the blush and covering of the face and the turning away. Like a lot of what we call appeasement displays in social mammals, signals to other individuals like, hey, I made a mistake, forgive me. It triggers a lot of forgiveness, right, and reconciliation very powerfully.
In contrast to embarrassment, envy is the smallest of the emotions.
But she's got a big appetite for the world and the things that she wants.
We've cast the great Io Adebari as the voice of envy.
I like it. Because I was playing a character that was so small, I feel like we had the idea of getting to make the voice really like big. Val wants us! Sometimes it's really high, and sometimes it's very low, and sometimes it's very like very Muppety.
Coach will either make us a firehawk or doom us to a friendless future.
She just came in with so many interesting ideas and thoughts that are really helping shape this character.
However, much of that is usable.
Envy was probably the hardest one to figure out who she was.
It is an I want emotion. Can kind of quickly go to a place that's sort of whiny or complainy.
We struggle with how she is not likable. Envy went through a bunch of completely different designs. One day, Kelsey had this drawing of this character with like just a big eyes. And then from there, Jason Deemer said, like, maybe inspiration should be like, sad wet puppy.
It's like this sweet little, it's like a dog wanting your food, right? Like, want that,
We started really thinking about what's good about envy.
Bringing envy into the picture really does capture something that I think teenagers feel all the time. Aware of skills or talents that other kids have, that they themselves wish they had, wondering how they can get it. And they use that as sort of inspiration to work harder, to stretch themselves. And in the process of envying and admiring, they expand their own capacities.
Pardon, excusez-moi. I've been waiting my whole life for this very moment.
I think one of the hardest parts about being a teenager is you have to become increasingly independent while still living at home. Your folks know what you're eating, what you're doing. They know a lot of details of your life no matter what you do. And so one of the ways that teenagers accomplish a sense of independence is by becoming more psychologically distant. And so for me, Ennui captures some of that.
Love Ennui. Love her. Ennui was a fantastic challenge because she's essentially boredom, but she's also more nuanced. She has layers of chronic dissatisfaction, general weariness. There's this undercurrent of entitlement. So I really loved the whole princess spoiled brat angle.
The history of the word and the emotion itself traces back to French aristocracy and the children who had everything, and that led to absolute boredom and disillusionment.
The best piece of reference was always found in some royal painting of a princess just covered in luxury and looking so bored. Ennui is all about minimal effort.
Ennui is really lazy and blasé. Like she always in position where you can feel how much she's bored.
Whenever you see a pose of Ennui, it's almost as if she's melting. I always think of, when they make taffy, it's just candy that's sagging. So I feel that for me, Ennui is a little bit like that. Whenever you pose her, it's kind of like she does not care. Sometimes she puts things in perspective, like she brings the drama back to a bit of a normal level sometimes.
Ennui makes you take a kind of reflection and distance. It's the good point about ennui.
That emotion can help bring things in balance a little bit.
Riley, you okay?
Riley's emotional life in Inside Out 2 is emblematic of our times. Too many young people are too anxious, self-critical, perfectionistic. So we have to think about how do we provide antidotes to that.
These new emotions that start to show up at this age, you're suddenly incredibly self-conscious. You start looking at yourself and seeing nothing but flaws. That's what I want the movie to be about. And for Riley to realize that you are worthy and you are worth celebrating.
There's a lot of wisdom in, you know, a 13-year-old watching this film today and saying, how can I be kind to myself? How can I remember my good self? How can I rely on friends?
We're at a moment in our culture where there can feel like there's a lot of pressure to try to be happy, to try to experience joy. It's wonderful to feel good, but that's actually not what mental health is. And I love the way this film challenges that idea and actually aligns with the reality that being healthy and whole means letting yourself have a full range of emotions, welcoming them in, not being frightened of them, and using them all to enrich our lives and also to help us make choices going forward.
We are suppressed emotions!
Awesome. Hey, thanks for gathering together, everybody. I'm excited to check out this sequence that we worked on called The Vault and talk about where it came from and all the ideas that we had kind of making this. Sound awesome, everybody? Yeah. Let's talk about it.
The Vault was a really fun project for story. We got handed off this scene that is just 3 new characters that are so themselves and so pushed and goofy and over the top, and that's kind of any story artist's dream.
We had a lot of fun with this scene. It's one of those rare scenes that changed very little except just had to get a little shorter.
What was challenging about it was just integrating all the different animation styles that are in this sequence.
It was fun to approach this world again and see it through somewhat of a new lens, being this comedic scene with this sort of dark, very atmospheric space.
My heart has always been in 2D. Bluefy is really refreshing.
Whenever one of our Pixar movies, we want to put A113 in the movie. And we're like, how do we do it in a different way? And so we were like, each vault should have a label. So it's A113, only done in Roman numerals.
We always knew that the emotions would get kicked out.
What do you think you're doing?
I remember somebody used the term bottled up emotions.
Yes.
And we're like, oh, we should put them in a jar.
You can't just bottle us up? Oh, that's a great idea.
But where on earth would you put them? I remember doing an idea about secrets in bank vaults, that you can lock away your secrets.
Yeah, and it felt very perfect for 13-year-old girl. I had a lot of embarrassing secrets at this age.
we all did. Yes.
At 13, every morning before school started, I would watch popular preschool television show.
Yes.
And I was just really comforted by it.
Yeah.
And I had been watching it all of my childhood. But if anyone ever figured out that I still watched these preschool shows,
Oh yeah, totally.
it would have been social death.
Totally. Oh, that was just for the preschool time.
Yeah, it
You
was for
shouldn't be
babies.
watching it anymore. Yeah.
But I secretly do. Thus, Bluefy was born.
Yeah.
Make your way down to Bluefy's house.
There was a point where we were like, let's do Bluefy in 2D.
It all kind of clicked that it made sense that the show that Riley watched was a 2D animated TV show.
Yeah.
And that we would use that technique for this, and it would make the scene even more interesting because we're integrating different animation styles.
It was just a really fun cinematic way of introducing a preschool character.
I think one of the very first things we pitched was
Yeah.
him staring at
Yeah.
this wall.
Yeah. I remember being on Zoom and standing up. I had a big wall behind me when I was on Zoom.
I remember
and
that
talked
too.
to the wall.
Yes.
I was like, it could be like this.
Here, that she's like talking to him. Uh-oh.
Those shows, I always talk to the audience, and I'm like, what if there was no audience?
So much of the research we did looking at those shows for kids of that age, the characters are almost like a teacher. It seems like they're always trying to give you an important lesson in the most clear and broad way. At Pixar, most of the time, what we're trying to do is subtlety and we're trying to get nuance. But for Bluefy, it's like, don't do that. Just go big, try to show the back row everything, make it really broad, and the pose could just be bigger and take up more space, and really, getting his hands up on his hips and like talking to the room. It's like the more obvious, the better.
Do you know quid pro quo? We get you out of that jar, then you get us out of this safe.
No, Bluefy.
And then mixing in Lance, which is kind of like that step in between where we have this video game character of how can we make him a little rougher but purposeful.
Lance just comes in with his own lighting. He goes along wherever he goes.
Welcome to your eternal fate.
Particles that are floating around. Tiny hearts.
No.
Yes, they are.
Wait.
Yeah. They're little tiny hearts.
We came up with this idea of a little tiny heart.
Play it a little more. You can kind of see them.
They actually, there's a heartbeat in them
Yeah,
too.
there they are.
Yeah.
Oh, I never noticed that.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the cool thing about his sword.
There's a little part at the end, and it's supposed to evoke a hockey stick.
I love that. You guys think of everything. That's so cool.
Kind of was Lance your creation as well?
Jeff Call was working on the scene. He was
Yeah.
boarding it, and he messaged me, and he went, Kenna, I'm kind of struggling with this Lance section. And I was like, okay, tell me what's going on. And he goes, he's not beautiful enough. And I was like, he looks fine. He's like, no, I'm not tapping into the beauty that he should have. And so I made him a very lovingly rendered style card. Yeah. And I was like, okay, about these proportions and the lights, the dappled light. And he went, oh, Kenna, this really unlocked it for me. He wasn't used to drawing in that kind of style.
I love how Lance's hair is constantly in motion, even though there's no breeze.
We were all banished here, deemed unfit.
The hair, make it flow.
The pixelation on Lance was something else that came up about being kind of difficult to do because it's not as smooth as we normally make things.
We put a lot of attention and thought into how to make those mistakes feel like they're part of a video game and authentic to a video game and not just accidental.
And it took a little while to kind of dial those bits together. We did a lot of reviews where we were kind of trying to pull back, and then we pulled back too far, and then try to add back in until we kind of found that nice mixture to kind of hit that era of video game.
Yeah. Like the hair intersecting the face. There'd be so many shots where we'd be like, nah, that's too much. Too much hair in the face. Yeah. Or it's in the wrong area. Or there was like, nope, not enough hair intersecting the face.
Yeah.
Or it's going through the sword here. Do we care? Nah, it's good.
There's intention to all of it.
I just wanted to say that it's really important that his tummy is showing to me. I think it shows off his vulnerability.
That's true.
There was a 5-minute conversation about the abs.
Oh, yeah.
The abs and like what we were gonna show. Belly button, no belly button.
Yeah. But yeah, it does mean these kind of funny conversations about how many abs to paint into the abdomen of his body, or how much muscle we're supposed to paint in.
He had a lot of abs at one point.
A distracting amount of abs.
From the amount of times he's curling into that ball, that makes sense to me.
That's true.
A lot of blood core work.
A lot of crutches.
He's gonna get that momentum.
There was a lot of discussion about the My Hat label. I feel like there were many iterations of like, could we read it? Was it big enough?
For the longest time, we couldn't see it. And finally, I was like, give me a Sharpie. And I wrote My Hat, which is a reference to these characters in the first film.
It says My Hat. Wait, it says My Hat? My Hat, it says. That's what I wrote in My Hat.
That was the biggest challenge in edit with this scene. So many of the jokes are like really what we started with. It was just trying to kind of keep it contained because it could take over the whole movie. Like their characters are so great, it's so much fun, but we also have to keep our characters on their journey.
We did it, everyone. Let's all sing the We Did It song. No time!
Joy has this little mini arc throughout the scene of devaluing Lance.
I never saw the appeal.
He's the one that gets them out of the jam. They're able to escape the vault because of him and because of his quote-unquote flawed little move. And there's a little line at the end of the sequence here. It's actually a line that Amy Poehler ad-libbed of the, well, there's a lid for every pot.
Well, there's a lid for every pot. Come on!
It's basically her saying like, oh, I guess I misjudged him, without really saying it.
It's awesome that a scene this silly and completely out of pocket can also be a reflector for the entire movie. I think on first watch, people might not guess that, but it really is a little bit of a hypothesis for, should we be ashamed of the things that we keep secret, that we, are so anxious about? And Lance proved otherwise.
Lance!
Goodbye, friends. Hello, destiny!
This is my favorite part about working here, is rewatching the scene. You get to make something that you really love. And when you're making it, you get to see each person within it and how everybody brought something to it. I love going throughout this entire thing, and I can see where everybody's contributions made it better. Thanks, everybody, for doing this. You guys did such a great job. Great job, everybody. You did it. You did it. So this is a scene called Cold Open. This is from the very first screening that we had of the film. We just wanted to grab the audience's attention right away and hook the audience immediately in with what Riley was going through, which is she's becoming a teenager. She's incredibly self-conscious. And we thought, what better way to do that than in a talent show? And it was a really fun way to open the movie, but we ended up going away from this like talent show idea because it didn't really support the story. We ended up leaning more towards Riley's love of hockey, just to kind of keep it more in character with Riley.
Riley Anderson.
My name is...
Speak into the microphone, please.
My name is Riley Randerson. No, Anderson. It's Riley Anderson. And I wrote this song. I wrote the perfect... Oh, crap. Ow. Perfect song. It's not too short, and it's not too long. And the chorus has that sort of thing that makes you really,
Okay, I know this looks bad. And it is. It's bad. I can admit that. But what else do you think happens inside the head of a teenager?
What you're about to see is a scene called Broken Joy. One of my favorite things about really successful sequels are the ones that open up new doors in the world that were just kind of off screen. I remember in the first film, Joy wakes up the entire gang by playing an accordion, and they kind of peek through this little hole as they're like, kind of tired getting up. And it really intrigued me. I'm like, whoa, is that a little bedroom set up there? Is that like their sleeping quarters? I want to see that. This was all about us exploring what Joy's issue was in the film. And we thought it'd be really interesting to have Joy try to drive on the console, but it doesn't respond. Almost like Riley is saying, nope, Joy, I don't want you, which was a really fun idea, but we had trouble connecting it to Riley. It was kind of just a Joy problem that you felt like was just something she was going through, but we really loved this little bedroom set. And so we kept that in the final film.
It's official. We have nothing to wear to this party.
Why is this even a thing? Just pick anything.
I agree. This should be fun. Ooh, I love this one. Oh, and it's funny because it's a son and he's wearing sunglasses. He's protecting himself from himself. What?
Whoa, what the heck is happening to you?
Joy, are you having trouble driving?
No, I'm totally fine. There we go. I'm good, everybody.
All right, I'm calling it. I'll take the night shift.
Ugh, Fear, when are you gonna get rid of that teddy bear?
Mr. Cuddles is my bunk buddy until I'm no longer afraid of the dark.
So then never.
Are you okay?
Oh, yeah, totally great.
Joy, it's me.
Well, today when it happened, I couldn't drive. It was like something was wrong with me.
Oh, that's scary.
What if it happens again at the high school party tomorrow? Riley's depending on me. I don't want to let her down.
You won't. Even if you do flicker. It's just for a few seconds, right?
That's true. I mean, we could even just call it a glitch.
After the party, I'll help you. We'll figure out why it's happening.
You're right. We can totally fix it.
There's no one better at fixing things than you, Joy.
Thanks, Sadness. Night, Joy.
Good night. Don't worry, Riley. I won't let you down.
The scene you're about to see is a very cringe sequence called Pool Party that was storyboarded by Rebecca McVeigh. And man, did she bring the awkwardness, the teenage awkwardness in this scene. Riley was invited to a high school party, and actually a pool party, which we thought would be very interesting because you can get pretty self-conscious about going to a pool party with a bunch of high schoolers. What do you wear is a big decision that you have to make. We really loved this little son with a smiley face that said, "Fun in the sun." I'm like, this is perfect. It'd be something that Joy would pick. Joy's like, oh, we love this swimsuit. This would be a perfect thing to wear. But they're gonna find out it's not the right thing to wear because she's with an older crowd. This was a pivotal scene for us in the early days. In this version, you'll see the character of Anxiety. In fact, you'll see early versions of her. She actually morphed into another emotion we call self-loathing. We felt like the character of self-loathing came off really arch and very cardboard villain. What we learned from this scene is that the emotion of anxiety needs to be acting from a place of trying to help Riley. And so that ended up changing our approach on how we did the character of Anxiety. We wanted to make sure that she was always acting from a point of love and protection of Riley.
Okay, so now we don't have a present, and we're not wearing a cool bathing suit. But I trust you, Joy.
The regional champions have arrived!
Time to party!
Sorry about the music. Joey thinks he's a DJ now.
Hey, Mr. Sullivan.
Hey, Riley. I hope you brought your appetite.
Yeah!
Bree, come help your old man fire up this grill.
Okay, Dad. Go on out. I'll come find you.
Oh, look at all these teenagers.
That kid has a mustache.
Ugh. Ugh. Oh my gosh, Joey's coming!
Hey, thanks for coming. What up? Sweet shoes. Looking good.
You are so gonna talk to him. Come on, Grace.
Riley, I can't.
Well, looks like you have to.
Whoa. Hey, it's Grace, right? Is that for me? Cool, thanks. You wanna come watch me spin? I've got a pretty sweet setup over here.
Oh my gosh.
Now what?
Ooh, fresh ideas, straight from Epiphany Bay. Cannonball, anyone?
Oh, no! Joy, we can't just go jumping in the pool. This isn't a little kid party.
What's the point of a pool party if you don't get in the pool?
Wearing a two-piece and looking cute.
Oh my god, we're dressed like a baby.
Oh, let the earth swallow us now.
Their bodies are so curvy.
Joy, you set us up. What? No.
It's my worst nightmare. Who cares what those girls think? Let's just go find Bree.
Oh no. Okay. We can't just go out there. We could be seen and draw attention to ourselves. No. We need to just stay here and look cool. Ennui, please.
Fine. Whatever.
Should we be doing something with our hands? We look weird. What do normal people do with their hands?
Put them in our pockets.
We're wearing a bathing suit.
Just act natural. No, that's more weird. Quick, lean on something.
Table, 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 table.
No way, he's so cute.
All right. If we move very slowly, we should be able to go hide in the kitchen.
No, we came here to have fun. Look at Grace. She's having a great time.
She likes him better than us?
My worst nightmare.
Where is she getting to do that?
So not cool.
Some friend she is.
You look ridiculous.
Guys. I know this is a lot, but it's Riley and Grace. I mean, if we just go over there, I know we'll have a good time together. We always do. We just need to get this party started.
Hey, Grace.
What?
Hey, Joey.
Hi?
We're the Breakaway Sisters, did she tell ya? That's our ice name.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we're like co-captains, and we win, like, all the time.
What is she doing? Riley?
We've got this celly dance we do when we win. It's pretty cool, right?
You guys have a dance? Can I see?
No! Sure! Okay. It goes like this.
Riley, stop.
Tap and slap.
Ow, Riley.
Joey, stop! We are being goofy.
I know, isn't it great?
And then chugga 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 chugga.
Riley, stop. I'm serious.
Joy, Grace is saying to stop.
No, this is gonna be so good.
Ooga! Ooga!
No!
Move!
What were you thinking, Riley? You know she can't swim.
My rig! Bree, why did you bring your freaky little friends to my party?
No, this is a disaster. We hurt Grace.
No, it's okay. We just apologize.
And these high schoolers are looking at us. We have to get out of here. Mom will come get us. We can just disappear.
We can't just leave.
We shouldn't have ever come. Grace hates us now.
No, we can fix this.
We're awful. We'll never have friends again. We are the worst.
Anxiety?
Anxiety is not here.
Who are you then?
I'm self-loathing, and I'm here to clean up your mess, Joy. You hurt Riley.
No, I was... It was supposed to be fun.
Fun? What about this is fun? You made Riley vulnerable. Riley must understand the danger. Embarrassment, make sure Riley knows what a terrible friend she is. Suspicion, let her know everyone is against her. Jealousy, make sure Riley knows how much better everyone else is.
You can't drive against Riley.
I'm protecting Riley. Anger, make Riley furious at herself for what she did.
No way. We will never drive against Riley.
Yeah,
never
no
do
way.
that.
Riley.
Show her how it's done, Joy.
What's this? Are you broken, Joy?
No, I'm...
You know the truth, Joy. You've lost your connection to Riley. Don't worry. I'm here for Riley now.
You are not taking over.
You old emotions are who Riley was when she was a child. Unevolved, simple. And that time is over.
Self-loathing! You can't do this! Oh!
Face it, Joy. Riley doesn't want you. Because you're broken.
The scene you're about to see is called Shame Spiral.
You know, this movie, I've always wanted to be about exploring the feeling that you're not good enough, you know, that feeling that you're really hard on yourself. And it really comes out in this scene. This was a scene that was near the end of the film. It's kind of the climax. Outside in Riley's world, she's been invited to hang out with a bunch of older teenagers, playing a game that a lot of teenagers play, which is called Never Have I Ever. You'll see in this version, you'll see anxiety and shame together. They were kind of a pair in this one. And we got drawn into this idea of Riley's shame getting out of control, causing a storm. And there is an element here that's still in the final film, but rather than a shame spiral, we ended up making it really about anxiety. It just simplified the film and put the focus on one character, the character of anxiety, versus having this kind of split focus between anxiety and shame.
Never have I ever shoplifted.
Shut up. Grace, you rebel.
Oh no! Valentina thinks Grace is cool. Oh, we'll never be cool like her. Never have I ever, played hooky from school?
Ah, we did it! Valentina thinks we're cool.
No, look.
Oh, they're totally talking about us.
Anxiety, cool it.
Wait! Shush! It's Grace's turn.
I'm not giving up on you. No! 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 No!
Never have I ever stolen my mom's credit card.
She did not.
Yes, she did.
Grace!
Nuh-uh-uh. Finger down, babe. Honor the truth.
That sounds really, really bad.
Maybe we should stop.
Okay, my turn. Never have I ever
cheated on a math final. Oh, right, because you're Little Miss Perfect. Never have I ever broken my friend's nose for fun.
Never have I ever freaking talked behind my best friend's back like a huge jerk.
Never have I ever had a crush on a dumb video game character.
Ooh, this is good.
This is very, very bad. Shame! We have to stop this.
No, it's too late.
Never have I ever wet the bed as a teenager.
Oh my gosh.
That was a secret, Riley.
Riley! How could you do that?
No, Val, it's the game.
Ouch. Remind me not to be your enemy.
Oh my gosh.
See, Riley? You really are a terrible person.
Riley's falling apart!
What you're about to see is a super fun scene called Puberty Park. I actually got a list of mind idioms from the first film, and there was one on there that really stood out to me. It was called mood swings. And I got this image of an amusement park ride. I'm like, oh, an amusement park. We should go to an amusement park in this film. And it should all be teenage based. we all fell in love with this idea. In fact, when I was a teenager, I worked at an amusement park. That was my first job I ever had. And it was run by teenagers. I was a teenager and I was running this food building. And so we thought it would be so perfect to have the characters run through this kind of new land that just popped up now that Riley was a teenager. And it was such a fun sequence, storyboarded by Jeff Call. And he came up with so many great ideas, and we thought it was really, really funny. But the thing was that we realized with the sequence, these lands work incredibly well when you're able to cut to Riley and see the lands affect her on the outside. And we just didn't have that. We had plenty of fun and gags, but we were missing that crucial element, which was connecting it to Riley's story. But man, is it fun.
We're gonna have to go in there, aren't we?
Yep, Epiphany Bay's right on the other side. That's gotta be a new land.
You think?
Well, I for one say, heave-ho, let's go.
Welcome to Puberty Park.
Cool. Oh. The mood swings? That one looks fun. Ah!
Oh, please, I've got hair coming out of places I didn't know hair came out of.
Good news, I have supplies for the unconscious.
Oh, we can't take you anywhere.
Mock me, you'll be begging for a glow stick necklace.
It's her! It's her! Oh, can we have your autograph?
Oh, sure. I didn't know I was so famous.
What's wrong with you? Your light's all dimmed. Are you even the real Joy?
Of course I am. This is just the glitch. I'm the same old Joy.
You're just some dumb walk around. Yeah, you look nothing like your picture.
What picture?
Where did you get this?
Those guys are handing them out.
Have you seen these rogue emotions? They're on the loose.
Do not engage. Just report any sightings and leave it to the professionals.
Oh no, there's been a mistake.
What are you doing?
It's just a misunderstanding. I can fix it. Excuse me? Hello? There's been a mistake. We aren't wanted. I mean, well, we are wanted by Riley, being that we are her emotions, you know? From headquarters?
Joy.
It's fine. We're out here to save Riley.
Oh, yeah, sure you are. Cuff him!
Ah!
Not again.
Attention all units. Wanted suspects have been spotted in the park. Requesting all officers for intercept. They are dangerous and on the run. Last seen heading down the midway.
It's go time, Charlie.
Requesting all units on the midway.
Split up!
Uh-oh.
And when she entered the room, her parents said, "Honey,
This way.
we need to talk." It was about the birds and the bees.
Hey, stop!
Oh, no.
Come on, Fear!
Please keep your hands and arms inside the ride at all times and have an emotional time.
Hey, stop!
Hey, stop the ride! Stop the ride!
Ah! Don't worry, it's probably just one of those rides that goes up.
Oh, you really think so?
No.
Is this how we do that dance all the kids are doing?
Cover your eyes!
There they are.
Thank you for riding the emotional roller coaster. We hope you had a great time.
Come on, you big baby.
Guys!